So this is Montana at the end of her first 30 days here at Heartsey Ranch. Dan just stepped on her. She's not been warmed up yet. She just walked 2 laps of the arena. We wanted to show you where she was fresh getting on in the morning. Her head tilting is much reduced. It's nearly gone. You'll see it a little bit still in her lateral work, which she's very, very green at. So we expect that to go completely away as she gets more comfortable with the lateral work. Good girl. Good shoulder control in the serpentine. In the beginning, she would fly out through the shoulder. I'm sure you saw some of that behavior before. She's just getting much more rideable. It's a nice change of bend. Because our program is based completely on the classical training scale, the rhythm and tempo are kind of the thread that binds everything together. So through all of her work, you'll see Daniel tries to keep her very relaxed, very steady in her tempo, so that she can find her balance in the work that he's asking her to do. And she seems to really be responding to that. When she can find an answer, she's happy to give what you ask. It's just when she feels restricted and can't find an answer that she gets uptight and agitated. So here he's starting to teach her the free walk. She should be taking the bit and reaching out and down. She's still getting the idea of this. She's never been allowed or asked, I'm not sure which, to stretch over her top line, so it's a pretty foreign idea to her. That's better. Good girl. When she first got here, she really didn't have a correct canter departure and of course would violently flip her head. So she's improved very quickly in that respect. And if you can see, her tail is hanging perfectly straight. No more kink. Daniel likes to let them move out and then bring them back. We think part of the mare's problem was being restricted in the canter, and she's a powerful mare, and have to be comfortable letting them move in their own skin. Good girl. A little bit of loss of balance in the downward, but that'll come with strength. Right lead, good girl, was her hardest to depart into. A little bit of tilting there. The tilting is caused by horses not being ridden straight. As she, good girl, straightens, then her head will get more perpendicular to the ground. See, she still wants to push her shoulders to the right. Beginnings of a little counter canter. Good girl. Little lengthening, which is very easy for her. Little leg yield. That's good. When she first came, she had zero understanding of yielding off the leg. So we start them over. Anything we find that is not in place, we treat them like they're a 3-year-old just getting started. She has some pieces missing that we look at it like it's our job to fill in those gaps in her education, and then makes all of the higher level training much easier when you don't have gaps. Again, the straight tail, which blows my mind. Kate, you saw how crooked it was when she came, when she left your place. And that's a combination of the chiropractic and balancing exercise that Dan gives her. And good crossover there. It's not that we avoid asking her to do difficult things. We're just trying to ask for them quietly and slowly so that she understands what we want, because she really does seem to want to do the right thing. Now he'll go to trot. Which of course is a little bit harder. Oh, good girl. You can hear it now. She's a little uptight because it's a harder exercise. You can hear her chomp her teeth a little bit. That's just her sign of anxiety when things get a little bit harder. Good girl. So he goes a little bit and then straightens her, and goes a little bit and straightens her. And then always ending an exercise with stretching and relaxation so that she's not feeling confined. Her reward is the stretch. Okay, so there's Montana at the end of her first month, and she's being ridden in a very loose set running martingale, just for when, you know, if she does start to flip her head, that Dan has some help to contain that. Her bridle did not fit her, so I pulled out one of my dressage bridles, which does fit her, with a loose flash, but it helps her to accept the bit at this point. I don't leave them in forever. She'll get weaned out of it, but for now, it helps her to not open her mouth, and she's in a D-ring smooth snaffle. That's all that Dan's riding her in. She has a very soft mouth, and we don't feel like she needs anything more than that. So can't wait for you to come up and see her. She's doing great, and you like her a lot. So we'll be talking to you soon.